With a 15-14 win last week at Gibbs Stadium over Charleston Southern in an absolute defensive slugfest, the Wofford Terriers make their way into the second round of the playoffs today, again taking on a Charleston area school. We are at Johnson Hagood Stadium as Wofford will battle the CItadel Bulldogs for a second time this season in the round of 16 in the FCS National Playoffs. The Terriers, winners of 5 straight, enter with a record of 9-3 overall after finishing in second place in the SoCon. The last time Wofford lost, October 22nd at home against the CItadel Bulldogs, who come in with an overall record of 10-1, a perfect 10-0 against Division I FCS competition this year, and SoCon champs with a perfect 8-0 mark. Terrier fans know all about the first meeting between these teams, an overtime affair won by the CItadel 24-21 as Wofford outgained the CItadel that day by over 100 total yards, but turned the ball over 4 times. The winner of this one moves to the quarterfinals. Let's see how it works out here in Charleston.
This game is going to be a 60-minute ordeal. This game is going to be a game where it's going to be physical. They're going to get after us. We're going to get after them. Follow the rules. Be smart. Don't go on a kamikaze mission and do something that's going to hurt this football team. Understand that every play can be a difference maker. You don't decide which one that you pick. You've got to play them all and play them all to the best of your ability. We have the talent, there is no doubt in my mind. We have faced more than those guys have faced as far as adversity. This team right here fought your brains out for over a month. And that allowed us to get here today. We know we're ready. We know what to do. Let's go out and let's play our tails off.
Snap is good, hold down, kick chipped up and through, and the Bulldogs indeed are on the board first, but Wofford's defense stiffens. 3-0 Bulldogs. Third down, a long 5 coming up. Allen starts to the right, wants to come back to the left, and he is bottled up and knocked over at the line of scrimmage. Boston Bryant, Terriers 3-down lineman. Allen he fakes the handoff, toss near corner to the 30 to the 29. The pitch came to the A-back, but he did not get there. 1st and 10, wideouts either side. Dominique Allen up under center with 3 backs straight across, play action. Allen flushed out of the pocket, will throw, one-handed interception made by Lincoln Stewart. Returns it slanting left to the 50, to the 45, has a blocker to the 40, and he stumbles down at the Bulldog 34-yard line. Lincoln Stewart with a pick, and the Terriers get the ball back.
Welcome back, Lincoln Stewart. What a huge play by the senior linebacker.
Lincoln Stewart with an OBJ-type interception, reaching up with one paw and gathering it in, and now the Terrier sideline explodes as Wofford will have the ball at the Bulldog 34-yard line.
Big-time play by Lincoln Stewart.
It's a right-footed kicker. Van Vick the holder. Good snap, hold down. Kick is a line drive, twisting, and it is no good. He missed it to the left. For 25-yard try from straight out. Van Vick is the holder. Good snap, hold down, kick on the way, and he missed it. Did one of the Terriers get a piece of it? It's no good. 4-down lineman for the Bulldogs. Wyndham in motion. Goodson fakes the give to Long, wants to run right, and he falls down right in front of the tackler at the 25.5-yard line. He loses a little bit. Tevin Floyd was just standing there, Tom. He knew where Goodson was going.
That's Brandon down, too. I think he rolled his ankle.
Oh, boy. And if he's out, look for the freshman, Joe Newman.
Hey, go win the game, go win the game. Hey.
3rd and 10, Wofford from their 26. Newman, shotgun snap, running the option right. Toss away, Blake Morgan looking to make the corner. Down the sideline, 30-40. Morgan to the 50, to the 40. Dragged down by the ankles from behind at the 32. Blake Morgan with a huge run. Hammond with the snap. It's good. Hold down. Kick has plenty of distance. Did he get it?
Perfect.
Tie game. He got it. David Marvin has tied our score. Gay in motion left. Goodson, or make that Newman running the option left. Finds a seam. 30. He's to the 20. Down the sideline to the 10. Newman to the 5. Diving for the pylon. Did he get there?
Yes.
Touchdown.
Baby.
Terriers.
That's a true freshman that just did that.
Joe Newman, 36 yards.
Holy cow, Mark Hauser.
Man sakes alive. Shy Phillips was the last guy with a shot. Newman went airborne about the 3 and hit the pylon. Wow. Snap is good. Hold down. Kick has the distance, and it hit the upright. It hit the upright, no good. Newman out of the gun, takes the snap, handoff long, big gash up the middle, 30. Lorenzo 40 to the 50, run down at the 40. He'll be slung to the turf at the Citadel 34. A huge run for Lorenzo Long. A single man left, they go out of the eye. Allen looks to the far side, throws, intercepted. It is picked off, taken down to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Devin Watson does it again! Touchdown!
This sideline just went nuts. Holy cow, Mark Hauser.
The Wofford Terriers are headed to the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. Man, oh man, what a night to be a Terrier.
They never got to fire those cannons during the game. They had to wait till the game was over.
Your final score here from Johnson Hagood Stadium, Charleston, South Carolina, round 2 of the FCS National Playoffs. The Wofford College Terriers 17 and the Citadel Bulldogs 3.
Listen up real quick. Listen up real quick. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Team effort. Team effort. Defense. What? Great job. Coming up with enough points to seal this one.
That sealed deal.
You cats know that this one right here is going to be an old-fashioned street fight.
Yeah.
We brought the gloves. We got taped up. Did some jabs early. And at the end, boom! Fellas, listen. Love you. I mean it. We got
Youngstown.
I'll put it like this. Bring your gloves and your earmuffs. Don't be special. We go. Don't be special.
How's your heart rate?
It really high, really high. Excited for the kids, excited for the people, the Wofford people that came here and supported us. What an awesome group. Saw a lot of players from back in the day, and we had an unbelievable crowd of Wofford people, and So thankful for those guys showing up and cheering our guys on, and they motivated our guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. The game, oh my goodness, defensive struggle. Coach Fuquay and the defensive staff, Coach Wood, Coach Rise, Coach Gasparotto, I mean, they cranked it, and they came up with a great game plan. And then you got to have the guys that believe in the plan and execute the plan. And our guys really played well. Offensively, we struggled pretty much all night, except right at the end. We were another quarterback down. We bring in Joe Newman, and he's a freshman, and Joe, he puts us in the end zone. We're a team that for some reason we find a way to win, and it's a close group of kids. Guys care for one another, they'll fight for one another, and CItadel's an outstanding team. They've got a great program, and I was telling Brent last night when we had the conference on game ops how much I respected the job that he did and has done and will do, and the way that they operate. It was two teams, neither one of them wanted to lose. They fought to the end, and we made a couple more plays.
Their first drive, they come out, some different formations. They take it inside the 10. They have to settle for a field goal. At any point during that first drive, did you think, uh-oh, this is a little different now?
Well, I think anytime something like that happens, you get concerned. But after that one, everything else settled in. I think our kids relaxed. Our kids were extremely prepared for this one. They understood the different things that we need to look for. Their eye discipline was really good, and then it was a matter of just getting off blocks and going and tackling.
I'm going to give you a number. Your defense has not given up a fourth quarter touchdown now in 5 straight games. That doesn't happen often in this sport.
No, it doesn't, and it's because of two things. You got a group of kids that believe in what they're doing, and when you look at a lot of the games, time of possession, we try to piggyback each other. If we can keep it 35 minutes, 40 minutes, that gives that other team less opportunities. And tonight, that they stood tall. I mean, there was time after time after time that they had to go out there and they had to play and they had to get them stopped. And it's a tremendous group of kids. We've got guys that really love playing the game, and they're excited every time they go out. And they're guys that if they get beat on a play, they let it go by and they get on to the next play.
You brought up Joe Newman.
Yep.
Who could have seen this coming? You see him in practice every day.
Right.
When he's in practice, what does he do so well that carried over tonight?
Well, I think the big thing is the moment's not too big for him. I think he possesses poise, and he doesn't know everything. You can't when you first come in as a freshman because, we played, what's this, the 13th game that we've played, and it's very difficult to understand all the nuances. And so, a guy like him, what we try to do is help him, and then we give him things that he can do and do well. And he did a great job. I mean, he just did a great job.
Last time Wofford played Youngstown State, Jim Tressel was the coach. Now he's the president of that university. Right. I'm sure you know nothing about him, but they've got quite a history. They were winning national championships for years up there.
I'm sure they'll be big, physical, fast. When Coach Tressel was there, we went up and we did a bus ride, and it was a long bus ride. But it was one of those games where he was probably the most gracious guy that I've ever met. totally a class individual, and you know, I respect him today as much as anybody in the business.
Congratulations, Coach. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
So, Joe, you go into each game knowing there's a chance you'd play.
Yes, sir.
So what's that like, being mentally ready but not even being sure if you're going to get a snap? And then when it comes, what's it like?
Well, I mean, they tell me every week to be ready, so I just try to prepare myself as if I can go in at any time.
Take us through the touchdown run.
Well, Coach Lane told me on the sideline that's what he wanted to go with. He told me what would happen, so I just went out there and executed the way it was supposed to be.
Was there a point you knew you were broken into the open, like, I'm going to get there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the person I was supposed to read, you know, he did a certain thing, and I just reacted, you know, to. Yeah.
What was it like when Brandon went down and you knew it's me now?
Well, it was kind of scary, you know. Brandon's like my big brother, you know, so I'd hate to see him go down with the injury. But, you know, again, I just had to be ready. I prepared myself, I feel like, so I just had to go in and do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tyler, another knock 'em down, drag out kind of ball game. Talk about the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, first off, I want to thank God for having us in this situation. You know, without him, none of this could be possible. Next, you know, congrats to all these guys. You know, I tip my hat to them because, you know, they played their hats off for me. I played my hats off for them, you know, so it was a team effort. And in the fourth quarter, we knew we couldn't let them score because, you know, the offense, they gave us some breathing room, and, you know, it was in our hands, so we had to make it happen.
When you play a game like this, is there a level of mutual respect between you and your opponent?
Absolutely. You know, that it being CITADEL, you know, a big rivalry, and us both coming from the SoCon. You know, we feel like we had to have this one, you know, because we let that one slip out of our hands, our homecoming. So, you know, I commend all these guys for their efforts. I commend the coaches for putting us in great position, and, you know, on a high we go.
When Devin picked it off and took it to the house, what was your reaction initially?
Score. All I wanted him to do was score. But, you know, he was doing great all night. He put his eyes where he needed to be. I think we got a little bit of pressure. I'm not sure, but, you know, he made a heck of a play. I commend that guy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Devin, you've got to tell me about the interception. Talk us through that play.
Well, I looked to the sideline, and I told my teammate Coco that I'm about to catch a pick six, and
no, you didn't.
Yeah, I saw number 2 running out, and quarterback eyes on him, so I jumped the route and caught a pick.
Do you know when you jumped the route, when you caught the ball, did you know you were gone?
Oh yeah, last week I got caught, and I wasn't getting caught this time.
What was it like being out there in a game that's 3-0 at the half, 3-3 going to the fourth quarter? How physical was it? What was the whole atmosphere like for you?
It was what we expected, just like the first game, just a little hyper. Just the fans were amazing. Teammates were hype. It's a game you want to play in as a college football player.
With all this team has gone through, Michael Roach and John Patterson and Lincoln last week, even though he played this week, what does this defense do so well? I mean, you guys only gave up 3 points, another great effort.
It's just playing for each other, executing on defense, and just really just playing for each other and just getting after it, and just knowing that a guy's going to make a play.
You ready to play at least one more?
Yeah, one game at a time.
Thank you, Devin.
All right, thank you.
Lorenzo, I asked you last week, how bad did you want this one because it's a team that beat you earlier in the year? You said pretty bad, so
yeah,
you got them. How'd that feel?
Man, I mean, it feels so good to win this game. I mean, especially after the way we lost the last one at home, and just to come down here, because I remember last time we came here, they beat us real bad. I mean, like that pick six on the same side of the field, and I mean, just to win this game like the way we want it, I mean, it feels good.
How similar was it to Charleston Southern in terms of physicality and really good defensive play?
Man, every time we play them, like CITADEL, Charleston Southern, like them teams, like they're real physical. I mean, CITADEL always physical with us, and that's what coaches be preaching to us. He be like, man, we got to out physical these guys, and we can't lay down and let up, but let them hit us first. We got to hit them first, and I mean, it was just a real physical game.
What's it like for you? You'll get a handoff, you'll go up the middle for 1 or 2, handoff up the middle 1 or 2, and then eventually you break one like you did in the second half. What's that like, just pounding?
Well, I mean, I went in the first half. I mean, we was actually kind of getting it was open a little bit, and then they started making adjustments. It got tight in there. But I mean, main thing, coaches tell us tell the offensive line, keep driving. It's gonna bust open in a minute. And I mean, it bust open. I had help from Big Miles and Michael in there too. So, I mean, it opened up. I did my best. I was hoping to get in, but I mean, hey, it set us up. So, feel good.
How often during the week do you take snaps with Joe Newman? He's the quarterback when you're taking reps.
I mean, him and Brandon take just about the same amount of reps during practice. I mean, and for him to come in this game and this type of situation where we was at, and for him to do what he did, I mean, that just says a lot about him and a lot about the whole team. How everybody's well coached and they can come in any situation and still do good.
Anton didn't play a good portion of the second half. What's it like not having him out there? I mean, he's the most experienced lineman Wofford has.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely hurt without him being in there. I mean, that's probably why some of the stuff we did, like, it wasn't really as open as it usually is. But I mean, I feel like he'll be back. But I mean, him going down, I mean, I think we'll be all right.
You get to play at least one more.
Yeah, we do. Youngstown, we don't know where it's gonna be at, but hey, it don't really matter.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
So with tonight's victory here in Charleston over the Citadel, the Wofford Terriers up their record to 10-3 and are headed for the quarterfinals of the FCS National Playoffs. Wofford has now won 6 games in a row. The last time the Terriers rode a winning streak that long was an 8-gamer back in 2010, and that year Wofford went to the quarterfinals. The Terriers next up will take on Youngstown State. Not sure where the game will be played yet, but Wofford hasn't played the Penguins dating all the way back to the mid-1990s. For now, the Terriers will enjoy a hard-fought win over the Citadel. 17-3 is your final. I'm Mark Hauser. Thanks for watching Terrier Vision.